track temps increasing. It's now 37 Celsius.
Hello everybody, welcome to the appreciation of rev limiters and Jim's impeccable vocal performance in that song. Welcome to R Factor 2 once again, and today is going to be a bit of a... I'm rushing it a little bit because I was not prepared for this stream in time, so this is starting all very...
Your exit's clear. Don't cross
very
the line.
abruptly.
Okay, Steve, we've got 7 minutes to get a decent lap in. Your brakes are cold, let's get some heat. We've got cold tyres, we need to get some heat into them.
Okay, I'm sorry, my manual shifter was in gear. That's why I was having that issue. I was like, why is it not getting out of second? And why is it in second in the first place? Anyway, we've got that resolved. So we're going straight into qualifying. Without any practice, because basically my time management today has been atrocious. Hopefully that's not telling of my tire management. Also, this should be a that was a shift lock. I hope this is a private session and I'm not going to be in danger of crashing into anybody. But basically today it's a relatively short stream because of the short race. Oh my god. It needs to be said that I have been driving Eurotruck a lot lately.
Fastest lap for Razer, 159.8.
So my driving skills have gone to shit a little bit, if I'm honest. I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna have to figure out a lot in a very small number of amount of time. Why is that? Because I've been playing Eurotruck obsessively the last couple of days. Just in the last 3 days I have put in like 12 hours or something.
Okay, Steve.
And bear in mind that on one day was just 1 gig that I did just to get myself reacclimated, check a few mods and stuff like that. So yeah, racing has taken a bit of a backseat. I gotta say, I am likely going to be streaming some trucking. We'll focus on the task at hand, which is one, surviving this car. Today I've got to learn from the last race I was in. So for anyone who isn't aware, there was a round that I skipped because I was at work and I missed, therefore I didn't skip. It was at Bathurst. I was expecting it to be more chaotic than it was, but it was surprisingly rather tame. It was all about getting track position and then not dying. Oh, come on, car. Please. I need to put in a lap. It wasn't deleted. Come on, Jim. Be an optimist. Ha! Fat chance of that happening. So the current setup has a bit too much lock on the diff, I reckon. Again, the car is untouched. I haven't done any setup work. This is bound to go well. Oh my goodness. Oh my car. Please. So for anyone who's not familiar, this series is basically more about tire management than anything else, specifically front tire management. The rears barely realize there's a race on. Combination of front-wheel drive, front engine configuration, and the fact that the car isn't the lightest thing on the planet. It's not heavy by any stretch. It's not that abomination. Well, actually, no, it's a pretty cool looking car if you like Batmobile style type stuff. But the new Bugatti Bolide, I think it's called. Come on, 1,400 kilos. It's positively overweight. I mean, that was a very slow lap. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's not getting any better. So I'll do this lap and then I have another, and that's it.
Just 2 minutes
for quali.
left, 2 minutes to go.
Gains.
Your tyre temperatures are okay.
So today there is very little chance I might blow my engine up. Rejoice. Because yesterday's race was one of the, possibly actually the worst race I've ever had. Because, I mean, I had an IndyCar race on one of the intermediate lobbies where I was literally, people decided to crash the start-finish line at Spa at the end of the formation lap, and I ended up crashing. And because the IndyCars don't have
1 second off the pace.
have no onboard starter motors,
Front brakes are getting pretty hot.
I couldn't get it started, and therefore I DNF'd before the race officially technically started because I didn't cross the line.
Track limits, please, Steve.
Oh, for pity's sake, this car is so understeery. I always forget. Just when you think you can trust it, it just goes, nah, mate. That was a mistake. You shouldn't have done that. I need to remember to ask Jim to give me an estimate for my fuel for the 45-minute race, because I haven't even done that.
Session, 8th place.
How much fuel for 45 minutes?
For 45 minutes, we should need 84 litres.
Take 90, just to be on the safe side. Although the last thing I want to do is pile on more weight in this car when I'm trying to tire save. So brake bias needs to move forward. That's for sure, which is probably gonna wreak havoc on the fronts. Oh, I can't take the kink flat. Oh well. Can brake later at least. Not that late. Yeah, this is going great. P8 out of 10 at the moment. The car already refusing to turn in. Right. 90 liters. Oh, minimize tire. No, don't minimize tire pressures because that's going to increase the temperature. Don't you know? So brake bias. That's a fair way forward. Gonna go 1% forward. Spring rate is pretty stiff up front, actually. The backers aren't quite. So do that. I think I'll take wing out of it. And then, where are the diff adjustments? That's way too much. 30% should be more than enough. Also, that's a lot of understeer on entry, come on. 45%. Man, that's many changes without testing. That's bound to go well, isn't it? Well, it's good a chance as good a time as any to go out to do some warm-up. But before I do that, there are two people that are streaming this race. Hold on, are they both streaming it? Just to be clear. To be sure. Yes. So we've got the legend at Woody, who is a much more competent wheeler than I am, and Ben Summers. Let's hope I get that right. Oh, it's all. And if you want to see their perspectives, you can follow the links and have them on a picture-in-picture so you can also see me. That's kind of the goal, isn't it? There's Granatovic, the class of the field, usually.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit. Cold tyres all round. Got cold brakes all round.
Espresso. You roasted him. Hold on. Well, can't roll up. I can't look up. I can't scroll up in the chat because it's on my side screen and for some reason it's not responding. Hey, how are you doing, Espresso? I was liking a little bit on your stream. Oh, Mr. Man wouldn't bold. Well, you have an interesting concept of bold, don't you? Very interesting concept of bold. I think I made it very oversteer on entry now. How did the mountain go, by the way? Did you race at the mountain today? Or did you just stick to the Nordschleife? Yeah, Road America is fantastic. The only problem is that this car is very understeery. Like, really understeery. Took a little bit of wing out of it. It actually has helped. But it needs a bit of adaptation on my end. As I'm a famously adaptable driver. Sure. Oh man, I made it more stable. On throttle, that is. Off throttle is still a little bit of a handful. Pro day. Okay. Sorry, I'm not gonna bully you for that. Until do not pay attention for. Oh, classic. Yep. Nordschleife, the famously forgiving track where you can go off and there's enough runoff Yeah. Gotta say though, the current version of the Nordschleife has nothing on the old version of the Nordschleife. If you ever get the chance to drive, there's a modern SRO Corsa for the 1967 version of it. Imagine a track that's very similar to the modern track with a very important detail. There are hedges instead of barriers, and those hedges are next to the track. Like, there's very little runoff, and as a consequence, you can't see into the corners. And it's narrower at parts.
Sector 3 is yellow.
Oh, and you can take off at Flugplatz because they have reprofiled it since the Jan Martenbra incident where he flew into a photographer. Unfortunately, the photographer didn't make it, unsurprisingly. And the old track didn't have that, so you can also genuinely take off. Watch my lines, watch my lines. Forward drive, yes. Hehehe.
That's the end of the session. P8, 60 minutes. 8th place. Alright, Steve.
Let's hope the fuel is right. I'm 5 up from Jim's estimate. So we should be good. And it's time to bring out my patented R-Factor 2 launch. I don't know why I'm so good at it, but I think I've gamed the system enough R-Factor 2 that I can get a good flying start. Oh, there's not much space to do anything with it. Fuck. Ah. Alright, music off.
Green, green, green.
Okay.
Right side.
Alright. Good luck
There.
to Woody. I don't know where
Hold
he...
your line.
I don't know which one he is. I don't remember which one he is. Ah, no, he's the Texaco one. If you see the white, black, and red one, that's his car. I assume it. Oh, there he is. Is he ahead of Granatovic? What a lad. All right, slipstream time. Am I losing ground? Are people running less wing than me? Whoa! Don't die, Ben. I think it's Ben ahead, right? Ben Summers. Bouncy, bouncy. Remember that we have to save tires, front tires. Thank you for tuning in, man. I appreciate the lurk. At some point I need to create a lurk command. Unless I have, and I've forgotten about it. Probably haven't, though. Yeah, this corner is where I have to be very conservative on the throttle. Because I can save tires that will be very useful for the rest of the race. Because, you know, last time, the first round of the season, at Spa, I was fighting with Philip, the guy behind. What?
Car right. Clear right.
Still a handful. And basically, I absolutely curb stomped him at the start of the race. I overtook him on the outside of the Campos chicane, and then at the end of the race, I mean, I got a drive-through, so he overtook me because of the drive-through, but because I may have gone over the track limits a few too many times. But he would have overtaken me anyway because he was much faster because his tires were alive and mine were in the single digits in terms of health. In fact, at some point I was actually worried I might get the puncture. Part of the reason I'm not running a HUD today at all. I don't want to be looking at my tire wear. I just want to learn how to do this on my own. What's my position?
B6.
What? And I gained 2 positions, and when, and how, and why? Things you'll have to see, not this. I have made it sketchy. That's what happens when you change the setup. Although, to be fair, around here it's much better than it was initially. Right, save tires. I think I may have saved them a bit too much there, truth be told. This is what happens when you go in with 0 practice, by the way, peeps. Don't be like me. Be smart. Things are getting very spicy up ahead, it looks like. Basically, everyone ahead of me is in a straight line. Wrong button. I am 6th. I was thinking that maybe he's hallucinating or something. But I don't remember overtaking anyone. Unless you were talking about that guy who was on my outside, who was actually ahead at the start, wasn't he? Oh, no, he's ahead, he's bent. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna shut up. I'll just focus on the race. Because Loud knows I need to. Although, Philip, who outsmarted me last time, doesn't seem to be saving this time.
P6.
That crest, man, I swear to God.
Pay attention to track limits, please, Steve.
They're fine. Forward drive, forward drive. Forward drive for the win. As you know, our Factor 2 has horrifically slippery grass physics. I would have been dead otherwise. But I need to stop doing that shit.
Your left front tyre's really hot. Your front brakes are pretty hot now.
You gonna ask them out then? I also hate that I'm in between gears a lot on this track, the default gearing, and unfortunately
203.7.
the final gearing adjustment is a bit too ham-fisted. So my current setup is for 283 kilometers an hour, and the next option is 225, which is objectively way too fucking slow. So if I had the time, I would be able to go into the individual gears and do some tweakery. I either need third to be shorter or second to be longer. That's basically the gist of it. Ooh, Roman's out. And so was I, almost.
Okay, Steve, the next car is Granaggio.
Yeah. Jim definitely made an attempt. Oh my god. The understeer has started to kick in. More so than before. Is he bent? Which in British slang might mean something entirely different than what this meant, but is his car balked? Can't keep up though, there's something in my setup. Oh, he's struggling. That's blowing the championship wide open. Because did he win the race, the first round, or did Tony do? Oh, he's speeding. Okay, something happened. Yes.
This is brilliant. Keep it up. P5.
Brilliant it's not, but thank you for being positive for once. I think my problem is the engine braking, I'm now realizing. When I did that downshift to second, I felt the car like shimmy. So maybe the brake map should be different. The brake maps is one of those things that I'm not familiar with at all in any sim. I did fiddle with it on ACC with the Hurricane. Too late. With the Huracan Evo 2. And it needs to be said that I noticed a very small amount of difference that other people were saying was more significant. But then again, I didn't do a race in it or anything. And now I've got flat spots because of that lockup. I mean, if I had practiced, I would have done fine. This track is generally my specialty. It's one of my best tracks. I love driving around here. It suits me. Basically, whenever people are talking about Road America being Road Atlanta being the best American track, I'm like, does Road America not exist for you? And it's a kart track. Well, IndyCar track, basically. Back then it was known as Lake Air. Is it Eckhart? Oh my god. That's the reason I was avoiding that rumble strip all along. At this point, I'm basically trying to avoid things that make a lot of rattle on the G29. Not for any good reason. It's early at the moment for me, but I just hate that sound. Oh well, so this race is going to be all about picking...
Tyre is running hot.
It's all about picking up scraps.
Stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines.
And hopefully not being... not getting into trouble myself. Getting third. Haven't checked up on the tires just yet. Is that Tony? Is that Talviti? That looks like it. What the hell is he doing back there? That explains why I gained a position.
Far right, clear to the right.
Oh, fuck's sake, Steve. Come on, mate. Defend your position.
I tried by braking too late. What's my position?
6th place.
Okay, so yeah. Something happened to Tony
P6.
earlier. Or he, I don't know, maybe he forgot to press drive. He started from the pits, or he didn't qualify. I didn't notice how people qualified because I was too busy shutting people out. Oh, I braked way too early then. Yeah, that crest really does a number on me. Every time I brake there, the car just decides to go suspiciously light. The back mainly. It's also annoying that this car had ABS in real life throughout its lifespan, from 93 to 96. Yet this mod doesn't. It's a bit frustrating because I have to basically tread on eggshells on the brakes a little bit, when in real life you kinda didn't have to. It was from that era of touring cars that were so expensive they actually ruined DTM for the first time. Dissolved in, was it 96? Then when he returned the FI, I was like, okay guys, we're gonna keep it nice and cheap. And then Class 1 happened, and nice and cheap was not exactly the operative term. Even though it was, in my opinion, one of the best eras of DTM. And it would have been, at least, if it wasn't for the fact that Mercedes left the series at the end of 2018. In its replacement, the Aston Martin was an atrocity to look at, and the car was a bit of a shocker as well. Some pretty experienced drivers, like I think Gary Paffett was with them, who I think is a two-time champion in DTM, could not get that thing to work. Oh, come on. Yeah, this car is all over the shop. And so am I. So I've got Talviti going past me, who's a much faster driver than I am. And then it's important to remember that Granatovic is also behind me somewhere. Go. That was starting to get loose. And he got the totally non-McLaren liveried Alpha right up my chaff.
We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Steve.
I'm not going to defend that.
Side. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
You've got a lot of air damage there, mate. Bodywork looks pretty fucked. Keep pushing. We might get him back.
Right side. Clear to the right.
Wow, that could have gone very wrong there. Is that Ken? This is not helping. I'm attacking the corners now too much. Trying to defend, that's not good for the tires. Well, there we go, gradual throttle application, that helps. Let's see how we're doing. Schmiedl. What? Oh my goodness, ouch. We might have to pit. might have to pit now. I don't know when I fucked that tire, but I did, and I have to make it last a considerable distance yet. It's probably because of the carousel, this corner, and of course the kink. And, oh yeah, come to think of it, it's all right-handers, isn't it? North America. It's the high-speed corners, and it's this one as well. Is it Canada, this one, or is it Montreal? I don't remember. It's one of the two. That's also big trouble. I think oh, there's Granatovich in the background. I think. How's my fuel?
We think about 30 minutes of fuel remaining.
Okay.
3.9 litres per lap. We should have enough fuel to get to the end, but it'll be tight.
What's the speed limit?
We haven't got that data.
Granatovich, I think, is there. That's Granatovich, isn't it? He's slicing through the back.
We'll be warned about track limits.
Let's not forget that the reason he's in that position is because he messed up. Oh my god, the front left. Oh no, my tire. And it's just the one. Front right is okay at the moment. It's done better, but it's not bad.
Hold your line. Clear to the right.
Your left front's cooking.
Could not answer to that. He has fresh tires and I don't. I'll bite him in the ass in the end though, because at this rate I'll probably pit. And if I have fresher rubber at the end, maybe I'll be able to mount an attack. But let's face it, we're not on I'm not on the pace with him, even if we're on equal tires. On unequal tires, when my tires are fresher.
A lap behind.
Oh! That explains why he didn't show up in the relative when I was fumbling through the HUD. Yeah, I'm still sixth. So he lost a lap in the pits. Was not aware.
Steve, we're at the halfway point. Fuel looks tight. You might make it to the end.
Front right is also not having a fun time. What's the gap ahead?
24 seconds.
Yikes. And that's Talviti, who basically passed me after, I don't know, an incident, stop.
On your left. Hold your line. Clear to the
Would
left.
appreciate giving me space, bro.
Come on, don't let him get away.
I don't know why he had to hit me there. I was holding my line. I also called him bro, which by default makes me lose that argument. Oh my god.
Seventh position. Come on, get your head back into it. Keep
Gonna
it
pit.
smooth. Focus on these lines.
Gonna pit. We're not making it to the end on these tires. Even with the suboptimal line, he's able to pull away from me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Right. Repair nothing.
There's a bit of wear on your right side tyres. Your left front tyre looks knackered, mate.
I can only change 4, unfortunately.
Used half your fuel.
So there's 20 minutes to go, allegedly. I'm on half fuel, and he says that I might not make it to the end. A 45-minute race. Yeah. Hey, buddy. I don't know what I'm trying to save the tire now, but there we go.
That's 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes.
I'm not making 20 minutes on a tire as worn as this, and I don't know if anyone else will be able to make it, but I assume some might be able to make it. Oh, come on.
You should have plenty of space on the exit. When we leave the pits, we think we'll be in pit
Did I make
9.
it? Or did I fuck the pit entry? Just make sure that I haven't ticked anything wrong. Do not repair, fuel,
Box in,
tires.
5.
Good, good, good.
4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Okay. Please tell me I didn't speed in the pit entry. I think I made it just.
Go, go, go.
But even if I have overshot by 1 kilometer an hour, that's enough for a penalty, so it's important to bear that in mind.
All clear on
Yep.
the exit.
Well,
You're on a penalty.
welp.
You've got 3 laps to serve this penalty.
What? Oh my god, the car is feeling entirely different now. I have to get used to braking later now. Oh, why am I getting suddenly track limits? I didn't get any up to this point. Including when the car had fresh tires. All 5 seconds of it. Whoa, it's so much grip. Again, braking way too early. What is going on? I've got 1.75 points just this lap. At this rate, I might even get the full 20. Oh my god, it's still understeers around here. The difference though, wow. Don't crash. That was dumb. That was very dumb.
Okay, Steve, you should have plenty of space on the exit. When we exit the pits, we'll be in P9.
Great. Granatovic lost a lap and then he's gonna gain it back because of this shit.
Box in a 5, 4.
My one chance of beating the best driver
2,
on the grid.
1. Box now. You've served your penalty.
The nice thing is that our Factor 2 for its foibles does allow you to serve your stop and go penalty without having to click the menu.
Hold on, go.
And it won't do any repairs or anything. Not stop.
There's a car approaching. Stay behind the line. Blue flag.
Oh, that's...
Your front tyres are cold.
That's Woody.
Left side.
Perhaps in P2. Let's see what I can do on fresher tires.
Your front brakes are getting a bit hot.
Don't worry about that.
Your tyres are cold. Watch out. Okay, Steve. 15 minutes left. That's
Woody's hauling it. Even though he's probably on the original set of tires and I'm on a new one. This is where I have the advantage though. I think me yeeting it around the king may have been part of the issue. A big part of the issue, I might add. Can we pretend that that's just my pace? And it's not just... I don't just have the pace advantage here because of my new tires. Pretty please.
P8.
Hey, I gained a position somehow. Looks like someone else had to pit. Or at least that's what makes sense. He's gapping me and he's on all the tires. Like, this is embarrassing. This is completely embarrassing. I catch him up on the brakes and carousel. And generally in that sector, sector 3, but everywhere else, he's faster than me on all the tires. There's a lot to learn from this series. For one, practice you Muppet. Don't just go into a race with like 5 minutes of practice and... Actually, no, 0 minutes of practice. I went straight into quali. Because, you know, you're playing Euro Truck as it happens.
8 seconds. 1 lap ahead.
Man, Woody's P2. Again. It was P2 last week. Last round, I mean. That's 2 weeks ago.
Lap time was 2:04.7.
Hey, I sped up. Let's ignore the fact that Paul was 158. Let's just ignore that. Which, by the way, this car is a bit bullshit, isn't it? I mean, these things were quick, but 158? Don't think so. I mean, Group C cars did a 1.20... no, was it a 58, actually? I don't remember. Sometime around there, anyway. I think that's a bit... This is way too quick. Look at me complaining about another mod. What a surprise. But being said, it is very fun to drive. Despite the fact that it sounds wrong, the headlights are shit, and the texture-wise, and doesn't have ABS, which I hope they implement at some point. Because it makes the car harder to drive than it should be. Oh, he's only third.
Gap to V3. Behind is now 1.7 seconds. 1 lap ahead. Looks like a bit of a wear on your left front.
This corner, for crying out loud, every time. What's the gap ahead?
20 seconds.
Okay, and didn't grow.
Okay, Steve, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Nail every corner. Let's take whatever chances we can. Blue flag.
Take my draft. Let him go, I'll let him go.
Or what?
That is Talviti. God damn it. He overtook me for position and now he's lapped me. Admittedly, after serving a stop and go and doing a pit stop, but nevertheless, that is rapid. Not to mention that when he overtook me for fifth, and now he's third. Although there is a chance that others have pitted. Look at how he's walking away from me. Are people running less wing than I am? That might explain a lot. Because when I was talking to Woody last time about the Spa race, he was running like much less wing than I did, like 10 less wing. That might have something to do with the understeer. I just don't feel confident enough in this car to do that. And that probably is shredding the fronts. Need to find a way to make it more planted at the rear and at the front at the same time, which is hard to do.
You're cooking your left front tyre.
Here we go again. Track limits on this mod are a little bit too kind. That surely would have been rewarded by the stewards. Would have said them something. Speed tokens. What's my position?
P8.
What's the gap ahead?
22 seconds.
Okay, gap has grown. I have the suspicion that it's Granatovic. Not to say that that other drivers wouldn't be able to walk away from me, but it would make sense. Because on the basis that I was 6th on pace alone, Actually, no, Granatovic was not behind me on pace alone, but gloss over that. What?
Alright, Steve, you just cut the track. We think you'll get about 3 more minutes on this set of tyres.
No, buddy. Stop lying. Stop fucking lying. How long's left?
6 minutes remaining.
I wonder why I haven't seen a notification that says that that's 10 minutes left. Unless I'm tunnel visioning this much. Which I doubt. My right shoulder aches. Your truck and good posture are two
8th place.
wholly incompatible things. And this is not helping at all.
Minutes of fuel remaining. Okay, Steve, don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Well, that's where I should be braking for this score for 10.5.
Sector 2.
Hey, that's ahead. Tell me more. Well, on the base, I'm not seeing a yellow flag. Not much came of it. Now the understeer is starting to get bad again. Have to back off quite a bit for the kink. Swear to God, this car, and that's on 50 Newton meters preload, for crying out loud. Imagine if this was 120 or something. And that's what, 35% lock? I guess that's a bit too much lock. Still. We're not down to 30.
Behind is now 4.2, 1 lap in front.
Yep.
Track limits, watch those lines.
Seem to be collecting these now. Gotta catch 'em all. Track limits.
Your left front's hot.
Well, they said I have 20 points. Might as well use them, especially since I'm not going for any purple laps or anything. Not session purples, that is.
That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
Alright. That means probably a lap.
Front tyres have got minor wear.
Unless I'm that slow. Well, couldn't just leave it with damage on the left side only, eh?
Got quite a lot of aero damage.
Right.
You might need to come in and get it fixed.
No. I'll deal with the consequences. It's a little bit bent. Tiny little bit. Very minuscule, like 1 or 2 degrees, but it is bent. And less predictable. Did Granatovic get past Pickler? And also, where is Ben? Ben was ahead of Pickler, wasn't he? Hold on, the track... No. Granatovic is not a lap ahead of me, because I would be getting blue flags now.
Just keep it between the lines.
Not to mention that there were blue flags being shown on the track displays. The flag displays, which means that there is a very good chance that Roman is under blues to Philip, the green Alpha. That accidentally ran the same livery as last time. This week I fixed that. Oh my... Oh no! What?
Blue flag.
That ad banner was more solid than expected. Yeah, well, that was an admirable amount of holding on to it. What's my position? What's my position?
You're last.
Okay, so Granatovic was last. And now he overtook me, so that's for position. Oh, let's go get him. And I have flat spots too. After that, oh.
Shit result, mate. Hard luck.
Looks like Roman had fun. He put the car in the wall. Don't know about you, but I sometimes do that. Unless I'm racing with Mr. Gid, in which case it's just tradition.
Car right, clear right.
Let's put this behind us, shall we? The first run was alright, though. I don't know if you can do it here, but I think on iRacing you can actually go... If you cut that chicane, you can actually cut to the last sector. Of course, if you do that during the race, you're gonna get slapped by the long dick of the law, but if you're trying to go into the pits, if you're trying to limp into the pits, it's probably a good idea. How much fuel did I have left? 6.8 liters. So actually Jim was right, but then I was a lap down, so that probably had an influence. So actually I was right. Good job to Woody. P2. And Tony says that it's the best that he ever had, so he probably missed the start. Or, I don't know, stalled it, crashed, I don't know. Oh well. You live and you learn. Applies to me, not Tony, I suppose. Alright, let's see the final finishing order. Matej Daxkobler in P1 in the Martini. Neil Wood aka Woody in P2 in the Texaco. Tony Talviti in P3 in the test livery, I think. Philip Pickler in P4 in the green livery. Schmiedel, who I was fighting with, actually ended up jumping Ed and Ben, so I presume he didn't pit. In the Marlboro livery, which is MP44 livery or something. Ed Jones in the McLaren West livery in P6. Ben Summers in the Romanian flag or Andorran flag livery in P7. Roman Granatovic in the yellow livery in P8. And me in the Silkat Jaguar livery from the XJR8 in P9. Which wasn't great. Well, the server turned over, I think. So I have to do a little bit of... Oh, no. It's fine. Hello. Thank you. Ah! Oh, it's reloading the server. Oh well, it's it's one of those things that, you know, the servers run a certain cycle, and then when the race ends, they reset and they start again. Doesn't happen to all servers, but it doesn't happen to many servers. And the vocals in this song are pretty strained. Anyway, we'll watch the replay, of course. Okay, now it's all working.
That's the end of the session.
Watch the replay.
P3.
See what happened to Tony. And esports, lol. Has there been an R Factor 2 esports event recently? Actually, VC, come to think of it. Alrighty then. Let's see how badly I fucked this up. And we'll have a chat to Woody about what he did with the setup. Because I'm all at sea. It's been 2 rounds of me running a lot of wing and fucking my tires, so I need to... I think there is a correlation there. Because it's front tires that I fuck. So I think I need more diff work to make the rears less unruly, and I need to do more aero work and suspension work to make the fronts not die of death. Because 20% on the front left in 25 minutes is absurd. And clearly not optimal for strategic purposes, especially because I wasn't even quick. Load, please. Replays always do that, by the way, on R Factor 2. So what happened to Tony? Tony was P2 in quali. We follow him. Do that. That was a jump start and a half. That was a jump start by almost minutes. Yeah. He meant that was a good start. He really did. I also want to see what happened to Raw, man. Look at those headlights. Ugh. Please fix. Taillights don't look that hot either, but the headlights are yucky. So I assume that that was a drive-through for Tony. Let's start. We'll see what happened to Roman. Oh! I thought that was a move. And a death. That was never gonna work, I don't think. I'm putting a lot of pressure on Woody here. Which went well. Because Woody was second and Roy was 8th. Oh, here we go. That was a bit. Let's see what happened there. That was a bit of an aggressive door closer there from Woody, especially at that speed. That's the racing line, admittedly, but and he was ahead and he was his corner, but nevertheless it was a little bit risky, let's say. Could have gone worse. There's Tony going to the pit lane. Gives Woody the lead. Nice. And Ben was 4th at this point as well. So that's how I gained that position. I'm starting to break away from my day. Fast forward because there doesn't seem to be much going on at the moment. It's like a procession. Man, Ben is very well on the pace here. I don't know what happened to him later. I assume he pitted for tires. Oh, he's going for it on the outside of turn 1. Not a good place to go. If you're trying to conserve front tires. Mate's having a look. He's thinking about it at least. He's having a look. He's going for it. Nice. Oh. Was put in there at turn 6. Nothing came of it. Oh. God damn, my day is really good on the brakes. Tell you what. doing Granatovic and Woody. Granatovic going again on the offense. Woody defending into Canada. At this point I had fallen off quite a bit. Look at Ben. Ben had really good pace there. And I assume that was his undoing. There. What happened there? That was... he braked way too late. Woody had not left him a gap. Was he assuming that he was going to go to the left? And I think right now, no, he was on the grass. Was there a touch? No. Too much rearward bias. And a front lockup. And he was on the throttle here, which is not exactly wise. Not fully, but he let go of the brakes. Yep. That ought to do it. That's when I showed up. That's why the car was driving like that, because that's probably bent. Still struggle to overtake him. Had he not done that, or something along those lines. It was a lap later when he stuffed it there. I think. At this point I'm continually gaining him. Ah, it was there. Alright, so that's the story of Granatovic. That's what happened to Ben. Ben's finding Philip there. Ben is catching up to Woody at this point. Was there a mistake? It's going fine for him. That's very respectable pace. Kudos, because he's not familiar with these kinds of cars. He has mentioned before that he doesn't race this. I mean, iRacing doesn't have this car, so obviously not familiar with it specifically, but doesn't have even this type of car. You know, the early 90s DTM / IITC cars. Is it IITC or is it ITCC? I don't remember. One of those two. International touring car. You could call these touring cars because this thing shared nothing with a road car. The engine in this was French? Pretty sure it was French. I don't remember from which brand. Yeah, this point is right on top of Woody. See, ooh, a bit unruly there. Relatable, done that a million times. I think Philip did the same thing. That's when he's starting to get gapped from Neil. Oh, and that's when he starting to make mistakes now. He had another wiggle there. Oh, Philip is closing in, but he locked up. At this space I can see a pace drop off, but I don't see anything along the lines of losing, what, 3 positions or something? 2 positions? How many did he lose? That's odd. Ooh, being attacked by Philip there. Philip, right? Yes. Whatever happened towards the end, didn't it? That would not that far forward. Okay, so I'm starting to notice a pace drop off. That's somewhat significant now. Ooh, and there we go. What I keep doing. Philip's having a look there. Big move into turn 5. He overshoots. Ben does get a bit of a messy exit though. Doesn't help his cause. And there's Talviti now in the picture. Oh, that was dodgy. So Ben kind of lets him. He keeps going right. He locks it up a bit. He goes for it again. He hits. It's for tires. Let's see. Yep, tires. But because on this car you can only change the set, that's a big time loss. Because if I could change just the fronts, I would change just the fronts. And that was the end of it, because he ended up in the clutches of Ed Jones. What a shame. Yeah. Really is a shame. was some pretty good bass initially. Oh dear. Oh dear. Is that stop and go? It's either fuel or stop and go. Car's not on the jacks. He's speeding the pit lane like I did. Also, I'm noticing the model is off center. Normally the camera rotates on the in the middle of it, but on this it's further back. Oh, that's a shame. That could have been really good for Ben. Give him a finishing position of not P3. Seven. That's not fair. Yeah. Sorry to see that, Ben. All right. Let's see what we're gonna do now. Woody is still streaming. But I only have one viewer at the moment, and he has some limitation that doesn't allow you to rate him unless you have more than one viewer. Let's actually find out. That's still in place. Yep. Unable to rate at this time. Oh, now I got two. Maybe that will make a difference. What's for sure is that if this goes off now, and I'm not able to do so. Anyway, if I what's for sure is that I'm gonna be doing some more trucking actually, because that's I've been loving it. A surprising amount, in fact. So I might do some of that because it's chill. There is no schedule required or anything like that. Yeah, so we'll see. Because I want to get back to Le Mans Ultimate as well. Hold on. Vulcan is back. That's a blast from the past. That is a blast from way in the past. Driving the Mustang on ACC, so that's where I'm gonna go for the time being. And I'll be back tomorrow, probably trucking, and we'll see what we're gonna do with Le Mans Ultimate, because I've missed two hotfix updates, and I think the latest one is kind of interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna go his way, and I will hold on, I'm gonna set the rate up first. Also, my trucking streams might be earlier than the oh, Twitch being a twat. Why is it not? Man, Twitch's search function has absolutely gone to shit. Put in Vulcan, which is the guy's name, which is followed by oh, for fuck's sake. Seriously, Twitch search needs a overhaul. There we go. Should do it. It's exactly the same fucking thing, and somehow it yields a different result. Okay, good job, Twitch. Anyway, I'll do that. I'll be back with tracking. See ya.